Yeah. It's Club 50 Sports back in the building. We're here to talk sports. I'm your boy A Dub. As always, I'm with my boy Manny C. Talk to the people. What's going on with you?
Yes, Adam, we are back for another week. We are back. And yes, we are getting close to opening day of football season, Adam. And we're happy. It's going to be a fun season, Adam. And we are going to be here every week to give you guys some good content. So
Absolutely.
what we got going on today,
We'll have
Adam?
a
Talk
lot
to
going
us.
on in about a month or so, but we still got some talks about what we expect to happen this upcoming NFL season. Of course, we know that the Philadelphia Eagles are the reigning Super Bowl champions. And we want to know whether or not somebody can knock them off. But more importantly, more than that, we want to know who's under the most pressure to not just knock off those champion who still bring back a great team, a very well-rounded team, but whose hourglass is running very thin on sand. Manny, I posed the question to you: which QB entering this season, who's got to get it done?
Adam, I think Trevor Lawrence, Adam, has to go to the playoffs this year. Or if the Jacksonville Jaguars, Adam, miss the playoffs in this weak division, I think it's time to cut bait and go back to the drawing board. I remember this guy beating Alabama as a freshman when he was in Clemson, and he beat a good Alabama team with coached by Nick Saban, and we all know who he is. All of a sudden, they went to the playoffs like 2 years ago. They went deep into the playoffs, and I don't know what has happened to Trevor Lawrence. He fell off a cliff, horrible. They went and got him help last year by drafting Brian Thomas. That didn't do much, and he had a decent year, but still, Trevor Lawrence was not connecting. He had, I think, like accurate issues. He was not efficient. And now, man, there's no more excuse, Adam. They went and got you Travis Hunter. So you got to step up and win the division, man. I know you got Texans there, because Tennessee they're rebuilding. So I don't put too much into thought about Tennessee nor the Colts because I don't trust Richardson. I was going to say Richardson, but he is a second year man. I gotta go with Trevor Lawrence, man. I think for him, he needs to really do something this season, or it's back to the drawing board for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Adam, what do you say?
Um, I'm going to answer this in two different ways.
Okay.
If we're talking about who needs to win right now, in terms of saving their career and making sure that they're the future of their franchise, um, I know that he may be signed for a couple more years. I'm not even sure what the contract looks like, but I think that Tua has a lot to prove this year. He's got to
Okay.
show whether or not
Agree.
he's a NFL quarterback and whether or not he can stay healthy and whether or not he can really play this game at the high level that everybody expected him to, being that first round draft pick. Um, Tua, he's had, I mean, we're entering what, year 4, year 5.
5.
It's got to He's got to
Yeah.
start looking better, and the question marks surrounding him cannot continue to exist. I'll tell you another person, Herbert. He's also from that very same draft class. Both those guys need to show that they are capable of leading teams. In year 5, you're already past the point of where you're still in your learning stages. Either you can do this or you can't do this. So those are my two in terms of needing to win now to take this to another level. If we're talking about championships, the way that I opened it up, who can knock these Philadelphia Eagles off? The person for me who's under the most pressure to win a championship for me is Jared Goff. He's got to get it done. He's entering year 10 of his career, and it's not getting any easier. Luckily for him, he's not in the AFC. So his road to the Super Bowl is a little bit easier. You can let those guys go and kill each other, and the Mahomes, the Burrows, the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, let them go, into the gauntlet. But Jared Goff, he's got to get there, and he's got to win it because his window is definitely closing.
I will say so too, Adam. It's year 10, Adam. You're right about that. And he has been very close. 1 year with the 49ers, I think they could have been done on the road. And last year, I don't know what happened. Oh no, it was their defense last year. I have to admit.
Yeah, they had so
defense
many
wins championships. For
They
me, trenches win championships, Adam. And if you don't have trenches, you're not going to win much in the NFL. That, for me, has been the problem last year with Detroit, and that's why they didn't get that job done.
Yeah, I think they could have won the Super Bowl last year if Aiden Hutchinson was healthy and they didn't have 13 players on injured reserve on defense. That's
13 players. It's not 5. It's 13 players that were not that they were not present. Dude. No. So I'm also going to throw in Lamar Jackson, Adam. He needs to step it up too, because 2 league MVPs, that really helps a lot on your resume. But I would not like him to be like Peyton Manning. When Peyton Manning started off his NFL career in the playoffs, where he was losing always in the playoffs. I mean, there was great quarterback competition, and you have to get through the Michael Jordan that is Tom Brady of the NFL. I mean, it's horrible. And now Patrick Mahomes is on your way. But I don't want you to be like the next Peyton Manning, where you're a great great season quarterback, and in the playoffs you'll be a little bit lacking.
Yeah, he definitely needs to win a chip.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, Adam. And the season is right up upon us. I just cannot wait what 2025 holds, but I know a lot of quarterbacks out there need to win. I think I like your pick with the quarterback that needs to stay healthy, and that you got to get me to the playoffs, Adam, and and hopefully win me a playoff game. Yeah. I don't care if you got to go to Orchard Park, New York, or you got to go to play
Cincinnati. They got to start playing better in the cold, because in December, if you're on the road, you got to learn how to play when it's under 70 degrees.
I don't care where you're playing. The atmosphere, you need to show up for games in the playoffs in January. You got to be present, because look at Matthew Stafford. Do not go so far. Matthew Stafford plays in a dome stadium, and look, he almost beat the Eagles in the playoffs. They were right, except for Jalen Carter being disruptive late in the fourth quarter. But if not, I think had the game been probably in LA, they would have had a great chance to beat the Eagles. That's what I am talking about. I don't. No matter what the elements are, you need to perform in January in the cold. If not, then you're not the answer. Then
absolutely,
you should not be starting. Yeah.
But, so you guys tell us what you think. Make sure that you leave down in the comments. Let us know if we missed somebody, or if we are completely out of our minds for the choices that we picked. If we don't know what we're talking about, we want to hear it too. And if you have a quarterback who you think is under the pressure cooker to win a championship, or just to make it to the playoffs to keep their job, let us know who you think it is. We love hearing from you. Make sure you also, while you're down there, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We appreciate you for doing it in advance. And this is Club 50 Sports. We'll be right back.